Hi, good morning. If you like this video, please subscribe. You might get more of them. The question I wanted to pose to you today is, was this war, the 12-day Israel-Iran war, was that the most successful military campaign in the history of the world? Is that considered miraculous? Well, let's just go over what happened. Israel destroyed the entire military command. They killed basically all of the leaders of the IRGC and whatever it is. They didn't touch the Ayatollah. Apparently they were asked not to. Even though they knew where he was and they could have killed him. They took out all the nuclear weapons, all the centrifuges. They killed a dozen of their leading scientists. They basically destroyed their Air Force, their Navy, their air defense. They took down everything. All without one soldier breaking into a sweat even. Well, they're probably very sweaty in F-35, but I think they have air conditioning. But not one soldier was injured. After the ceasefire, one soldier was killed in an act of terrorism that they sent a missile into a random building after the ceasefire was called, and they killed one soldier, unfortunately. The civilian lives are also a tragedy, but that can't be considered military. A battle. They're just randomly committing acts of terrorism, sending missiles into built-up neighborhoods. So, is that a miracle? Has there ever been such a great success? Now, some people coming out after and saying, "Oh, Iran was a paper tiger; they had no strength." Well, America was petrified to even send their B-2 bombers in there, even after Israel had destroyed their infrastructure, taken out their radar systems, cleared them apart, and they were still petrified to go in there. So clearly, this is not a paper tiger. If you go back 2 years ago and watch what people are saying about Iran, it's one of the most powerful countries in the world, certainly with the biggest deterrent. And American bases were petrified that they're going to lash out at them. They could kill hundreds or thousands of American soldiers, thousands. In the end of the day, they killed some 20-something people in Israel. About 10 or so of them were Israelis, from what I understand. They killed or more. The Filipino guy was just killed. It's all very sad. But in the larger scale of things, before the war happened, I spoke to people who seem to claim that they know what's going on. And for years they've been saying that if Israel attacks Iran, there'll be hundreds of thousands of missiles. They'll take out the power, the water, the communications. It'll be impossible to live in Israel. This is what they were saying here. Half the country's bought power, backup power plants, little backup, electric generators, gas generators. None of that happened. None of that happened. It was miraculous. People were living here like there was nothing going on, while we're taking out one of the most powerful countries in the world without losing one soldier. In my opinion, if that's not a miracle, then I don't know what is. You expect to see just, I don't know, bricks falling down from heaven, destroying these people. This is a modern day miracle. Until a year ago, no one knew you could shoot down a ballistic missile flying at 5,000 miles an hour. It's never been done. And Iran had thousands of them, enough to destroy a large part of the country, certainly cripple it. And none of that happened. That's just phenomenal as far as I'm concerned. That's a modern day miracle.